for nacho tots.
The most anticipated summer blockbuster is here. From the app that brought you Rocket, slots, and more comes the DraftKings Casino event of the season. New customers, play $1 to get $100 instantly in casino credits.
Get into an Audi and go your own way. Find your way to exceptional offers during the Summer of Audi sales event at your local Audi dealer.
Celsius, essential energy.
An experienced QPC eater knows you should never let the ketchup that falls from the hot and juicy burger go to waste.
When we say it'll be on time, they expect it to be on time.
Turn shipping to your advantage.
Keep those expectations with reliable ground shipping.
Thanks, Brandon.
With USPS Ground Advantage.
Be sure to join us every single night on ESPN FC as we discuss and debate all the biggest topics from the world of football. It is available throughout the year, every single day on ESPN+. And it was an early edition today, so that is already available for you to watch. Second half is coming up between Chelsea and Celtic right now. And Shaka, you mentioned Robert Sanchez, few good saves from his. Today we've got the news, obviously, that Philip Jorgensen's coming in from Villarreal to Chelsea. When you hear as a goalkeeper that there's another goalkeeper coming in, this is a pre-season, what are you doing? What are you doing to try and impress your coach right now?
Well, as a goalkeeper, all you can do is, well, certainly from Robert Sanchez's perspective, as we've seen from him, certainly in the first half, continue that. Now, the big question about Philip Jorgensen coming in is, Maresca wanting a goalkeeper who's good with the ball at his feet, which Sanchez isn't. Sanchez is a decent shot stopper, though. So, from that perspective, you're kind of wanting to try to impress, but that's not really your game. So it's a difficult one for Sanchez. For Jorgensen, though, coming in, and again, and question marks as to exactly what's needed here from your goalkeeper. Is it somebody just to play the ball out from the back, or do you go for... And traditionally, I feel goalkeeper's first job is still keep the ball out the back of the...
How dare you?
and so this kind of new ask, shall we call it, I have to see how it goes, because I'm so unsold on it.
Yeah, Shaka Hislop, not a fan of the modern-day goalkeeper.
I'm a traditionalist.
Put it later. It's a
Let me just kick it up the other end. And...
Thank you, Shaq.
Second half is coming up between Chelsea and Celtic. Let's see if we will get some goals from Chelsea here. Let's send it back out to Dre Cordero and Jamie Watson.
Thank you, Kate. Welcome back. Wholesale changes expected, particularly on the Chelsea side, as you see the likes of Raheem Sterling, Tosin Adarabioyo all warming up in a bit of a mountain decline for the second half. 2-0 down against the Celtic side that not just on the balance of the first half, but of their U.S. preseason tour, looked like a team ready to kick their season off in just 8 days' time.
All right, well, our colleagues could agree in the studio, Ali and Shaka, that Celtics look fantastic. They couldn't agree on the likes of the new goalkeeper and coming in and Sanchez and how he's going to adjust to it. But I think we can all agree watching this match is that Celtic were far better going forward, and their ability to retain possession under pressure and then break lines with the passes. That led to them having an expected goal total of 1.79. Chelsea, while they had their half chances through crosses, a full goal less expected in that first half. I think Celtic look in tip-top form with these three changes for Chelsea. Look for them to try to get on the ball a little bit more, but be a bit more direct centrally, less out wide. That could be a difference for Chelsea in the second half.
So Brendan Rodgers and Celtic will keep things as they were in terms of personnel. The three changes for Celtic, one per line. Tosin for Chelsea is in for Wesley Fofana. Raheem Sterling will replace Mikhailo Modric. And Leslie Ugochukwu, fresh off of his first goal as a Blue, will replace Carney Chukwuemeka. in the 11 to kick off this second half. Once again, the goal scorers. Matt O'Reilly, after 19 minutes, broke the deadlock. And Kyogo would double the lead in the 33rd. An opening half in which Chelsea had their chances in front of goal and plenty of corner kicks delivered Kasper Schmeichel's way, but no breakthrough yet for the Blues. And Celtic kick off the second half, 2-0 to the good.
Every scar tells a story, but not every story has to leave a mark. I remember
experience, the role that he'll play once again. Trying to get back to that best form he had in Manchester City. Romeo Lavia. Pass intended for Chukwuemeka. It's Hugh who gets there. Carter Vickers tripped him up, and Hugh is denied at the near post by Schmeichel. Denied off the woodworkers. Raheem Sterling with the follow-up. And 2 early chances for Chelsea. Once again, go begging.
Well, the start of the first half led to an opportunity for Chelsea. Much like that, the start of the second half leads to an opportunity where finally a central pass. It's Guillou in behind, and Sterling had everybody beaten, everybody in the building, including Kasper Schmeichel, waiting to see if that was just going to curl enough inside the far post. And his crisis averted for Celtic. They struggled Tuesday night against Manchester City, conceding 2 goals. First one in quick succession, but that was a opportunity for Celtic to be better in the second half to start, and they were not inside the first 60 seconds. That'll be frustrating for Rodgers.
Better initial pressure from Chelsea early in the second half.
Out number 10,
Olsen, one of the 3 changes made by Enzo Maresca for the start of the second half. Reece James. Olsen, who made his preseason debut against Wrexham. Here's Nkunku. It's a clever ball. And Palma sending it forward. He was looking for the run of Kyogo, a run that never came. Levi Colwell. Nkunku is tripped up by Carter Vickers. Who are your first half stand-ups, Jimmy?
First and foremost, Matt O'Reilly, his goal and an assist, his movement from the middle of the park for Celtic, devastating for Chelsea, led to both goals. And for Chelsea, I really like Madueke, his ability to go 1v1. We didn't see the end product that Enzo Maresca or us would have hoped for, but nonetheless, Christopher Nkunku, he was a player we focused on at the start of the match. And he had glimpses and moments where he looked dangerous and menacing around the top of the box, but that final product, that final ball is what's been lacking for Chelsea. Raheem Sterling already has had more impact on this match than Mudryk did, who we replaced at halftime. Look for Sterling to be a key component in the second half for this Chelsea side.
And the whistle blows there against Romeo Lavia. Just fouled Rio Hatate. The rate of goals that has continued throughout this preseason for Celtic. They've looked sharp. McGregor. Scales. That's one back by Raheem Sterling. Fresh legs to substitute. Sterling squared and left it behind Nkunku. The follow-up. And following through was Madueke, who sent it wide.
The reason this match is not 2-1 is Madueke cannot get his feet sorted. Immediately the pressure from Sterling wins it, but he waits for everybody to run beyond it, and it's the secondary phase of Madueke that he's looking for. Does not get his feet sorted, takes an extra little half step right before, but because he's trying to avoid his right foot so much, and he tries to go with the preferred left foot, it's the wrong choice. That's why the opportunity goes begging.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, press conference. Press conference. Channel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We started through Levi Colwell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sanchez. Celtic happy to just keep men behind the ball for the moment. There's Guillou. It's James who plays it out wide.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
A heavy touch. Covered well with Tosin.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Tosin just got let off massively there.
Please come from check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Lack of chances for Chelsea. They've had 12 shots. They've actually outshot Celtic. 6 of those on target. A couple of good saves for Kasper Schmeichel to keep the clean sheet for now.
Yeah, you start to look at the analytics, and Chelsea has more touches in the opposition box. Starting to get forward, they're getting opportunities. It's just been lacking the final ball. That's what's missing for this Chelsea side going forward in the final third.
Madueke getting it back from the captain, James. Bochukwu. Strong his hold and play. And facing a double team. Chelsea applying the pressure, and Celtic trying to pass their way through it. It'll be a throw for the Blues.
Those touches in opposition box you mentioned a moment ago, 27 for Chelsea, 16 for Celtic. The final third entries, this will be encouraging for Enzo Maresca. 30 for Chelsea as opposed to 17 for Celtic, nearly 2-1, yet Celtic have been more dangerous. They have a higher expected goal total. They've just been better with the quality of the final ball. That needs to get better for Chelsea.
It's Kyogo. Physical with him, and that led to the turnover. Here's Nkunku. Now Sterling in the area. Against the double team, Sterling trying to force the issue. Michael keeps it out and just bounces harmlessly wide in the end. Another solid save by Kasper Schmeichel to keep it out from the youngster. Mark Guillou.
As this falls to Guillou, it just catches him in an in-between place, just over his thigh where he can't quite guide it on target. Coming up towards his hip. It's because the ball's coming upward trajectory towards him that he's not able to dictate where he's just trying to deflect it in. That right now sums up the first 52.5 minutes for Chelsea in the final third. Just that last final touch is just letting him down. Guillou should have been able to apply the finish, though, from that distance.
Made headlines in his Barcelona debut, scoring 23 seconds after coming on against Athletic Club last October. He was just 17 years old and scored in the Champions League and getting his first European goal against Royal Antwerp in the group stage. Badiashile. A reminder of who's out there for Chelsea now. It's Tosin, Badiashile, and Colwell. 3 defenders with Reece James joining them. Lavia also in the midfield. Bochukwu and Sterling. Madueke and Nkunku and Guillou.
And now because Sanchez is so good with his speed on the ball, Reece James can tuck into the middle. Sanchez can become that right center back. Tosin goes out to the right back. There's still 4 in the back, but the right center back is the goalkeeper. And so you have an extra field player in a sense to go and get that numbers overload. That's what Maresca wants to do with the versatile Reece James. The more time James spends in the middle of the park, that is a good indication that Chelsea is keeping possession. Didn't see nearly enough of that in the first half, and that was down, quite frankly, to Celtic's ability to have ball retention and connect their passes under pressure.
Badiashile. Took him until November of last season to return from that long-term hamstring injury that had ended his 2022-23 campaign. Badiashile, still just 23 years old, is a dominant presence in the air. Anchoring in the back line today. Madueke had the burst of speed to get there. And in fact, it's led to another Chelsea corner. How about that preseason effort from Noni Madueke?
Madueke might be one of only 2 or 3 people in this building that could have gotten to this ball before it went over the end line. Incredible burst. And then just the willingness to come back and try to put some pressure. And ultimately, Taylor ends up panicking a bit and putting it out for a corner. He's going to put it out. It's got to put out for a throw in there. This is a set-piece opportunity they've been dangerous on all afternoon.
Now swinger toward the spot. By Colwell sending it back in and over. Ryan Kunku.
This opportunity all stems from Madueke's ability to go and win the set piece. And now Nkunku is going to get inventive, but the ball's not sitting high enough. He had his decision made. Ideally, that would have been another foot or two higher in the air to be able to try to pull off the overhead kick.
Here's Carter Vickers. I suspect maybe his final few touches because they do have a defender getting ready, Stephen Welsh, to check into the match as Celtic's second substitution. It was the injury sub in the opening half that saw Palma step in for Maeda. And this will allow for Brendan Rodgers to make his second alteration. As the 24-year-old center back, Stephen Welsh, will enter the contest. And it is for the American Carter Vickers, who's first preseason minutes and 10 minutes into the second half.
Good showing for the American center back, Cameron Carter Vickers. Calm in possession. You can see the rapport starting to build with Scales and with Kasper Schmeichel. That combination with Ralston gave away next to nothing on the right side, between the right back and the right center back. Job well done.